Sonic Zuma for all your 5-gallon, 1-gallon, 1 liter, 12-ounce, and 20-ounce bottles to suit your water needs. Call them at 242-336-3343 or email naturallyfreshwater@yahoo.com. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Why stay thirsty? Try Naturally Fresh Company Limited today.
And my words, they'll pass, and only what I do is gonna last, and this will show you the love I have is true. The lonely runaway that has no place for his head to lay.
This is the ZNS Network, providing radio and high-definition television services for the entire Bahamas. ZNS Network is operated by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. It is located at Harcourt Rusty Bethel Drive, Centerville, Nassau. Our programming is designed to inform, educate, and entertain. We invite you to join us.
The following is a preamble of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Whereas 481 years ago, the rediscovery of this family of islands, rocks and keys, heralded the rebirth of the New World. And whereas the people of this family of islands, recognizing that the preservation of their freedom will be guaranteed by a national commitment to self-discipline, industry, loyalty, unity, and an abiding respect for Christian values and the rule of law. Now, know we therefore, we the inheritors of and successors to this family of islands, recognizing the supremacy of God and believing in the fundamental rights and freedoms of the individual, do hereby proclaim in solemn praise the establishment of a free and democratic sovereign nation, founded on spiritual values, and in which no man, woman, or child shall ever be slave or bondsman to anyone or their labor exploited, or their lives frustrated by deprivation, and do hereby provide by these articles for the indivisible unity and creation under God of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thursday, April 14th, 2022, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, the Prime Minister pumping the brakes on an NIB increase, government awaiting a report on shanty towns, find out ways you can help combat climate change, and we're scaling fish for Easter. So let's start the morning off right.
The Morning Edition is brought to you by We Buy, You Sell Company, your leading hurricane impact windows, doors, and tile specialist.
Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even if you don't want to. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And good morning, everybody. I'm just ready for this Easter holiday weekend. We were talking off air. I wonder what the price of fish is today.
I'm thinking $25 for 2 fish.
25 for 2 fish. You got your fishes yet?
Yeah, I think we did. We did. Yeah.
I know you want to stay tuned to that, viewers. LaDawn and I were scaling fish yesterday. I don't know who scales in long nails, jeans, fashion designer T-shirt, and which one on some.
I have to look my best doing it. I have my flat shoes. I see you had on slippers and.
I was, I'm an island boy,
yeah,
not unlike you, who say you're from the island but don't know how to dress.
I don't want to show my legs amongst the men that were there, you know.
Okay, so we're in for another great show. Hot cross buns. I haven't gotten any hot cross buns as yet.
I don't see anything in the newsroom. I don't know. I know we have a lot of good chefs in the newsroom. Cindy and Agatha. They could cook really well. But I don't see nothing. No fish, no.
Any traveling this weekend?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
I know a lot of persons will be traveling this weekend, so we're going to see how that is going to go. A lot of people going to the islands. It's open up now. You don't have to take the COVID test to go to the islands. So I know a lot of persons are going to go to the islands. But to see how your weather is going to be as you head into those respective islands, we're waking up to 75 degrees, partly sunny. Wind southeast at 10 miles per hour. Humidity 83%. Our high pressure continues to promote moderate to locally fresh winds while stirring moist, warm air across the Bahamas throughout tonight. Fall areas of the Bahamas, weather very cloudy, warm and a bit breezy to very breezy with a few isolated showers throughout tonight. The daytime high temperature 86 degrees Fahrenheit, overnight low of 74. And as we look ahead to Good Friday, some thunderstorm and shower out there throughout the day, so it's not looking pretty good. 81 in the day, 74 at night, and then on Saturday those clouds start to loosen up a bit. Then you have some showers in the afternoon. 82 in the day, 72 at night.
The nation's chief prime minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, dismissing any proposals of new increases to national insurance contributions at this time. This after the Minister of State responsible for the National Insurance Board, the Honorable Miles Arruda, highlighted an International Labor Organization report projecting the NIB fund could be insolvent by 2028 if urgent action is not taken.
2003-04 that we should raise the contributions. Yes, we are at that watershed moment, but I am not going to, at this time, put any further burden on the Bahamian people. The Minister of State in my office was just speaking the facts as what was said in the actual report. They are recommending and they are urging that we do so. And as was his duty, he is bringing that report to Cabinet for us to look at it and discuss it.
If you visited Arawak Key recently, there's one thing that sticks up like a sore thumb: access to public restrooms, which have been closed for some time. It's one of many issues government officials hope to resolve following a tour of the popular outdoor hangout on Wednesday.
The bathrooms on the west side of Arawak Key should be completed by this week with automated bathrooms, not just manual, and the ones on the east side should be completed at the end of April, beginning of May.
Works Minister the Honorable Alfred Sears is awaiting the results of a report on shanty towns to determine the government's approach to dealing with these illegal structures. The request was made to Town Planning and Building Control to investigate the matter after a recent trip to Abaco.
We have thousands of people who were displaced, and Bahamian citizens and long-term residents, some of whom are housed in domes and other temporary facilities which were not intended for any long-term habitation. The Minister of Housing has already broken ground for a new subdivision.
2 new cases of COVID-19 reported in the latest release from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, 1 male and 1 female, both residents of New Providence with a history of travel within the last 14 days. Hospitalizations are now down to 5, all listed as moderately ill. Active cases stand at 106 with 9 new recoveries. Climate change or long-term shifts in global weather patterns carry serious implications for small island developing states like the Bahamas. While government is doing its part to combat this issue, Director of the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection, Dr. Rihanna Neely Murphy, says Bahamians can equally be a part of the solution.
You can look to the gardens outside if you do not have to travel or anything like that to purchase groceries. I know a lot during COVID, a lot of people started their miniature gardens within their backyards, lettuce, tomatoes. These things go a long way with individual actions.
So when you look at the complement of women that we have across the business today, they're in the commercial field, they're in the IT field, the technology field. We've been very strategic and that women had a place not only at the table, but also that different views and not just one voice is being heard to ensure that we're providing innovative and creative solutions to our customers to enable their lifestyle to be even more seamless as we go forward.
Visit Home Care and Electrical and Home Decor, your one-stop shop on Joe Farrington Road, just west of the traffic light. We carry a full line of electrical and plumbing supplies, a huge stock of appliances upstairs, refrigerators, stoves, freezers, washers, dryers, plus we have all the household items you need. Right next door, you'll find Andros Beauty Supply for all your health and beauty needs, from hair colors, facial creams and soaps, to weaves and caps and so much more. Home Care and Electrical and Home Decor and Andros Beauty Supply, all in one building, Joe Farrington Road, open every day, including Sunday.
At Home Care, we guarantee you the best prices in the Bahamas.
Let's now take you out to the streets where our Antoinette Smith is standing by with your Thursday morning traffic.
Good morning, Fisher Ladon, and good morning, Bahamas. Your first look at morning traffic is coming to you live from Collins Avenue and Wolf Road. It's pretty quiet here on the morning hour, but with us, as always, is Corporal Patrick Kemp of the Royal Bahamas Police Force Traffic Division. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Antoinette, and good morning, Bahamas.
So I know it's been a busy 24 hours for the traffic division, quite a few accidents. So can you provide us with a look at the overnight stat?
Yeah, reported us within the last 24 hours. We've had some 7 reported crashes. One in particular on Claridge Road on yesterday evening, where a driver traveling southbound on Claridge Road, an area of Paydale Road, in a manner in which he collided with a lamp pole on the eastern side of Claridge Road, damaging that lamp pole extensively. In fact, he caused a power outage in that area up until about 1 a.m. this morning. The driver then abandoned that vehicle, and I want that individual to know that we know who you are. We have the information, and I can invite you to come to the station so that you can clear up this matter, whether it's you who's driving or you would have loaned your vehicle. And Anthony, that's the issue that we have. Persons who are abandoning their vehicles, leaving the scene of these accidents, and I want to encourage you drivers so that please cease and stop that.
Now, I know there are some serious fines for persons who would abandon their vehicles or driving in the cause of a reckless manner, but I understand those rules or fines are soon about to change. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, actually, it has been changed. There have been an amendment to the Road Traffic Act, and it's now gazetted. In fact, I heard persons who said to me, listen, those time is a bit excessive. Well, when you take a life in the course of dangerous or reckless driving, it doesn't get more excessive than that. In fact, it should be more if you ask me, in my personal opinion, right? But you'll notice that the Section 44 of the Road Traffic Act has been amended. Now it's vehicle manslaughter. So if you cause the death of an individual on the street while driving a motor vehicle in a public place, you have, in a reckless manner, you can find yourself facing time for up to not exceeding 15 years. If you are responsible for causing the death of somebody because of driving in a dangerous manner, you're looking at the time exceeding no more than 10 years. And if you are found driving in a reckless, in a manner to cause somebody's death in a public place, and that's while under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and if we do a test and find out that in your blood or urine sample, the alcohol content is higher than prescribed, you can find yourself doing time no more than 5 years. Also, there's some other cases involved where if you are driving your vehicle, Anthony, and you permit somebody to drive and they're not equipped with a driver's license, or you're driving, like we've been saying on numerous occasions, insure these vehicles. Because if you get in an accident with somebody and you cause the death of an individual, and through investigations we discovered that you didn't have any insurance, you can find yourself doing time not exceeding 5 years for your vehicle not being insured. Oh, and my favorite, I'm always telling these people over here to make sure these children are properly seated in these vehicles. If it is discovered that a child loses their life because you did not have them properly secured in a vehicle, you can also find that you can do a time of 5 years in prison.
Well, that's some extra caution coming up for this holiday weekend for drivers and motorists, especially those looking to enjoy themselves this weekend. Drive with due care and attention. Take note of the new rules that Patrick Kemp has given us today. That's all the time we have for now in this segment. LaDonna Fisher, we're going to toss it back to you in studio.
Thanks a lot, Antoinette. Well, it's Easter week, and today is Maundy Thursday, the day that commemorates the washing of the feet and the Last Supper of Jesus Christ with the apostles. To speak more about Easter season, we're joined live this morning by Apostle Benjamin Smith. Welcome to the Morning Edition.
Good morning, Bahamas, and good morning.
Apostle Smith, now this is definitely a big week on the church's calendar and probably the most important. A lot of people connect with Easter on the secular side with the Easter bunny and Easter baskets. Talk to us a little bit about the significance or the true significance of the Easter season.
Well, the Easter season, basically this time is known as the Passover. It's amazing how both of the holidays overlap, because the original word of the Easter takes us to Pesach in the Hebrew, which means Passover, when they celebrated coming out of Egypt, coming out of bondage. But at this time, we are prepared to always, know that our Lord Jesus Christ, who is the Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, he died, he was buried, and he rose again on the third day, according to the scriptures. Everyone is excited about this time of preparation and this time of identifying with the death, burial, and the resurrection of our Lord.
And what is the message you want to give to Bahamians as we head into Good Friday, which is tomorrow, and the Easter period?
Well, this message, especially for us in the Bahamas, would be that you must always focus on the reason why we celebrate this Passover. And it is a time of celebration, but it's a time for family. It's very important that we understand during this time, that's why they had a Last Supper. The Last Supper is known as a Seder, and that's the reason why they got together with the breaking of bread, celebrating this time of our Lord's death, burial, and resurrection. I'm really excited about it. Of course, all of our families need to know that it's a time of preparation, a time of celebration, and a time to get together with your family and celebrate the death, the burial, and the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Apostle Smith, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Edition. All the best to you as we head into the Easter period. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Ovens working double time over the next few hours after all the shaping, baking, and icing that's rolled into creating perfect hot cross buns, a spiced sweet delight signaling the end of Lent. Here's Crystal Darling.
Easter is coming, and so are the hot cross buns. But with prices of ingredients going up, how is that impacting the production of these traditional Easter treats?
We've noticed the cost of doing business has drastically increased. We've had to increase our prices slightly, but the price of ingredients has continually gone up.
Prices has gone up tremendously, especially with butter, and egg has gone up almost 50%. I had to go up a little higher up on my hot cross buns and stuff.
Now, contrary to popular belief, hot cross buns are not simply bread with icing, and all of the bakers we interviewed assured us of that.
Hot cross buns has a lot more spices. Ours, we have a whole lot of ingredients in ours that make it so much more rich. Stuff like, I'm not going to give you my recipe, but we have stuff like molasses in there. We have cream. We have almond extract. We have all kind of stuff in there that makes the hot cross bun. White bread is a basic recipe, so like 5 ingredients, and that's it.
Persons just love hot cross buns, but I've noticed also that there are a lot of persons just selling bread and putting icing on it and calling it hot cross buns. And the Bahamian public deserve the best that the nation has to offer.
And because they are denser and ingredient rich, hot cross buns also tend to last longer than your average roll.
White bread does last about 3-4 days before it starts to go stale. But hot cross buns has a lot of fat in it. Now, it depends on where you get the hot cross buns from. That will cause it to last longer because sometimes they come hard. So there's nothing you can do about that. But otherwise, when you get you a good bun, it should last you about 4 or 5 days.
The pastry chefs say they enjoy the sweet Easter favorite for traditional reasons as well.
Most of us are looking for that flavor around this time every year because it's now become a tradition to us.
A lot of people have memories at Easter time where they gather to the table with the fish after church and they sit down and they eat hot cross buns with their fried fish.
Speaking about fried fish, we went out yesterday to do our annual scaling competition. But first of all, can you bake? I know you can't cook, but can you bake?
Somewhat, yeah. I can bake, but definitely no hard buns and no raisins in the hot cross buns. Please, not.
Well, folks, after this video, you'll say she can't scale fish either. So I just need tools to clean my fish. I don't know what the Dawn is doing.
I got my salt and my pepper.
We like to thank Keith Carroll first for making sure we get these nice snappers. The morning dishes are to be eating good this morning. So, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready.
Let me show you the easy way.
Oh, let me start scaling.
Take off the fins first.
Fisher, give me a knife. It might work on this. Is it going in your face, Fisher?
I brought the wrong knife.
Any new techniques, Fisher? I didn't open up anything yet.
I don't know what's come to do. Cut fish with nails.
Well, I have my rifle. I just make sure I look pretty doing it. Well, I did my best, Fisher. I don't know.
I do.
I didn't get to put the line in the middle, but Yeah.
Everything is still on.
Some people like it and some people don't. Some people like theirs on and some don't. Right, Agatha? I know some do and some
Time to fry these big boys and have a good breakfast this morning. Who do you think won?
Well, I'm going to stew up mine this morning. I don't know what you're going to do, George, because your fish still needs a lot of work.
No,
the gill's still on, the fin's still on.
I know that we don't do that in Violent. We probably cut just the ones to the bottom, but the top and the sides, I'm not sure of that. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job though, with my nails on and everything, and the dull knife that I had. So yeah, you didn't teach me anything, so yeah, I think I did a pretty good job.
When we come back, we go to entertainment.
The natural resources of the Bahamas play a critical role in supporting Bahamian livelihoods. For example, the fishing and tourism industry, which include fishermen, seafood exporters, hoteliers, dive operators, restaurants, and others. Collectively, they generate approximately $1.5 billion a year. Therefore, we must respect and preserve what we have. These resources belong to us.
This is my livelihood.
This is my livelihood.
This is my livelihood.
So let's all do our part to maintain our local economy and a good quality of life. Remember, if we take care of nature, nature will take care of us.
Now, LaDawn, I know plenty of Morning Edition crew. They don't have to work tomorrow, but I know plenty of them won't be going to church, including yourself. And we have an apostle in here this morning, and now we have a singer, so we're going to have church after the Morning Edition. Okay. And some of us have not been to church. We've been using COVID as an excuse. So
is that you? Is that you?
So after this, we're going to have... But we have our special singer in, since we're not going to have Entertainment Friday. Mr. Roll, how things going?
Doing great, sir. It's good to be here.
Yeah. So I know you do a lot of singograms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make a lot of people happy.
So what are we going to hear this morning for this festive occasion?
Yes, this song we're going to sing is entitled Broken and Spilled Out, and it tells us about, at the beginning, how the woman allowed her alabaster box to be broken so she could anoint the feet of Jesus. And at the end of the song, it talks about how Jesus Christ himself allowed his body to be broken and his blood to be spilled out just for us.
So I'm ready to hear this song, and I know our viewers is as well. So the floor is yours.
One day a plain village woman, driven by love for her Lord, recklessly poured out her valuable lessons, disregarded and scorned. But once it was broken and spilled out, the fragrance filled all the room, like a prisoner released from its shackles, like a spirit set free from a tomb. For love of you, Jesus, God's most precious treasure, lavish for me.
was spilled out and used up for me. Lord, you are God's precious treasure. His love and its own perfect Son, sent here to show us the love of the Father, and just for love it was done. I know you are perfect and holy. You give of yourself willingly.
As an artist, I travel all over the world, and I find inspiration all around me. From the people, and especially the environment. I love the Bahamas with all its natural beauty. From Abaco in the north to Inagua in the south, and all the wonderful and colorful islands in between. But we must all do our part to keep the Bahamas healthy and clean, now and for the future generations. That's why I want you to find a little time to do your part. I'm doing my part because I care. Do you?
Seasoned entrepreneur and philanthropist Lincoln Deal joins us next time on Journey TV. Tune in to hear some of his greatest fights and failures and how these were turned into his biggest wins because of his relentless pursuit to fulfill purpose. Don't you miss this powerful episode. Tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on ZNS. Journey TV, we share life's truths.
Andros is the #1 bone fishing destination on our planet. Sports fishermen visit our flats every year to participate in one of the most fulfilling outdoor activities known to man, fly fishing. And guess what? It's 100% sustainable. Without areas like the west side of Andros, sustaining this industry would be absolutely impossible. So let's take care of nature, and nature will take care of us.
All right, for sure, I think we've been challenged to an Easter egg hunt this morning throughout the studio here.
In the newsroom,
So we have to go into a scavenger hunt.
Anthony Smith hid the eggs this morning, so...
I'm going to get going. I'm going to get going. I'm going to walk around. I see one. Oh, I have one. Let's go right here. I have one. Look at here, look at here, look at here.
And guess what? Let me show you what's inside. Nothing.
Okay, well.
And there are 8 upstairs and 8 downstairs.
Well, there's... okay. So I have another one. Okay, so I have 2. Wait now.
There.
Well, I'm being told to go upstairs, so let me go. let me
Heading
pull down my
upstairs.
dress.
Now, where did she put these eggs?
Oh, boy. Oh, well, I have a blue one. I got another one. Number 3. Number 3. Oh. Got another one. Oh, my God.
I'm not good at this.
Well,
how many you found, LaDawn?
4.
I found 3.
I have 4. Well, I did my best.
Well, I think I have an idea today what I'm going to do when I get home. I have my niece with me and my daughter, so I'm going to hide some of these eggs in the yard, put some candy in it and see if they can find it. So that's a little thing I'm going to do for them today.
That was pretty good. Quite the workout, yeah? Good?
But be sure to stay tuned into the ZNS Network for news as it happens. TV and radio updates throughout the day. Then you can tune into the Northern Edition at 6:30 and the Bahamas tonight at 7 o'clock. And that's going to be a wrap for us this morning for the entire team.
I'm LaDawn Davis.
And I'm Charles Fish. Have a great Easter and be safe, everybody.
Have a great one.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Today marks a